on this matter of the leak tape, and you say we have heard only once. You have heard plenty. How many tapes on record have you had the privilege of listening to?
Well, it's not really about the numbers. It's about the common theme running through the tapes and how do I put it? A clear case of chicanery, a clear case of Machiavellian tactics, and indeed, very worrying aspects for governance that I'd rather it never came out at all. So let's limit ourselves to what you've heard so far, and just to say that the very things that you are expressing angst about is the same way you feel when you listen to some of the other tapes, and indeed, quite troubling because even the finesse with which you expect the Attorney General to carry himself is so lacking, and it's reduced to what I call, playground politics, like juvenile politics. And it's sad, really sad. So, as to numbers, it would depress you if I tell you, but I think you should be more worried that you don't have a proper Attorney General, or you don't have a Minister of Justice, you have a Minister of Injustice, a Minister of dubious character, a Minister bent on destroying the livelihoods of people like Sal, which, and initially when all this thing started, I gave it the benefit of the doubt. I said, that could be many, many things, including, benefiting and, being happy to see people's livelihood destroyed, like the Finlove guy, as well as my people of Sal. But I never really believed that you would go ahead and actually be engaging in, subterfuge, engaging in this high, treacherous, treasonable offense of coaching someone just to get somebody to be killed. I didn't think we could do that. Then, boom, what I heard, in fact, I thought that demons were even better. But demons somehow, at least, they appear in human form sometimes. But this one has gone beyond all the bounds of civility. So I'm
Mr. Cudjoe,
very, 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 very surprised and angry at the same time. Anyway, so that's what I've got to say as my opening comment.
Your opening comment alone, you've called the Minister of Injustice, Minister of dubious character. You said demons are better than our Attorney General. Those are very serious descriptions to have of somebody who is supposed to superintend over prosecutions on behalf of the state.
My brothers, you know me. My name is Franklin. I don't pepper words. I just speak them frankly. And as you know, this is not the first time you're hearing me characterize what is obvious, the way it should be characterized. And I'm just telling you that what you just saw, or what you are witnessing, is a guy who is willing to play a devil in a game, and actually superintend the devil and become the grandmaster devil. These things I'm saying are very, very clear. Ghana we like to talk about things and say, contrary to what should be done. Look, do you understand the gravity of what this guy has done? And if you hear the audio that has come out really, here that we're actually schooling at everything. You don't do this, you can't do this, don't say. Then he goes ahead and says, you can procure a fake excuse. Right? This is akin to people who dodge, who change their ages, where you move their hair so that their gray hair is covered in order to keep on getting. Because this is worse than keeping a human being on the payroll. It's like you actually should claim ghost slaves on the payroll. So this is what this guy has done. He's actually coaching someone to lie to the court. God knows what else he's been doing in the other cases. And I submit to you that in this civilized environment, what the Chief Justice could have been doing, or what other civil members, even the Ghana Bar Association, be issuing a statement saying, we have cause to believe that this gentleman's other cases he procured or he won, or politically charged cases he won, may have been fraudulently won. That's how far we should go. But if you're supposed to do this, it tells you this is a modus operandi, really. I mean, don't you get my point? Well, you may not agree because you're the one interviewing. But I'm submitting to you that, you see, how do you call it? Thieving, is it? I'm trying to appeal to every listener this morning. How do you call it thieving name?
Fiafi.
Fiafi will tell you that this is my first time. But if you watch the Fiafi via, you see that, I mean, if you interrogate him further, you realize that, so that painter that got missing in your neighbor's home, that's true, that got missing in your other neighbor's home, that room that got missing in your other neighbor's home, has the same hallmark. So we need to suspect this guy. Eventually, you realize that this Fiafi that you got is actually the Fiafi guy. That's exactly what I'm telling you. So you need to interrogate and find out the things this guy has done in the other cases that people claim he's so sharp that he won. It is important to go after all those cases. You think this happened in America, you should have been listening to CNN or all the Fox News to start saying, hey, that's why this case he did this, that's why this case he did that. You've not even started the conversation here. It's sad.
I see. Because you, of course, you remind me of that you were one of those who was asking him to be given the benefit of the doubt. Are you saying that at this point is beyond that? He shouldn't be listened to?
No, in spite of the fact that he's done so much damage. You know, I kept calling him vindictive wicked way before this matters had happened. People didn't understand why I was giving those characterizations, those adjectives. But this is exactly what he is, and this is exactly what he's done. So it is important to actually lay to him. And the annoying thing is that he's kept quiet. You know, this guy who talks chubby. All of a sudden, he's go mute. And I like the strategy of Japa. Because there are many things he won't play. He should keep digging himself in. But you see, so it's not a question of me giving the benefit of the doubt. That's the way he is. That's the way he has been. That's the way he ever operates. If he's not jumped out or kicked out of the system.
So you think he should be gone?
My brother, if it were me, I would have retired long ago for the simple reason that, not for my own dignity, but for the respect of the Ghanaians. Just to say that, look, this is a grave matter. So look, let me save the last whatever that I have to myself, and then try to see if I can salvage some integrity. But no, he's still hanging there, and his deputy is doing all the dirty work, trying to make him look clean. I don't even understand why Tria, is it also called Godfred? What is it called?
Alfred.
Yeah, that boy seems to be doing quite well. But they probably won't allow him because he's not vindictive and wicked. You know, so I think clearly that this guy should have been gone long ago. In fact, he should be charged. Any other administration that can, whether it's the Bosnia or John, they should make sure that they catch this guy. For just destroying our justice system by this one single act. You recall Nixon, President Nixon of the United States, had to resign when it was clear that he has been part of a collusion to do what? To spy on the Democratic Convention, right? The Democratic Party. You've forgotten that? It is a land where there's no shame. You know, when people steal money and then they are even glorified and they say, what did I hear about something like that? But I still don't believe that the past stole anything, by the way. But I still think that the explanations that are being given are now becoming an insult to our intelligence. What kind of iron nonsense is that the money that was said in another bedroom were given to people $10,000 each on a flight from America? Wow. And Dami was part of this conspiracy as well, trying to prepare it and make it clean. You see why he started having fights with OSP. He conveniently created a fight between OSP and Yoko. That's the character we are dealing with. Very dangerous scandal. To tell people that go and procure sick leave and tell a judge that, oh, at least I'm sick. When the Japa would have known that it's not sick, the Japa said, oh, it's beyond against my conscience. I can't do that. What are we looking for in this life? Political life, 4 years, 8 years, you'll be gone. Is that how the guy wants to be remembered? Even me, in spite of all the damage he did to our son and all of that, I still have some little respect for him. Now all that is gone. Because I believe that everything he did against her, he knew it was part of it, and all the other political cases he was bent on executing, he knew it and procured judgment fraudulently.
Having said that, then there is the matter of you bringing in, you said the Chief Justice, we should have heard from the judiciary. By now, we should have heard from the Ghana Bar Association. What should they be telling us? What we're expecting them to say?
Well, maybe they are also overwhelmed, and maybe that's why they've not spoken. Sometimes they can be overwhelmed. Just like me, it took me some time to believe that what I heard on the tape was real. I made a post and said, oh, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. So maybe they are still in a coma state, but I don't think the whole DBA should be quiet like that. I've seen a few lawyers comment them, and it's not palatable at all. But the Ghana Bar Association should call for a dismissal immediately. Immediately. No, Sir Henry. This one, actually, like this, he tells you to say prima facie, right? You don't know what we say?
Yes.
Prima facie. I can understand that people say, let's give him the hearing. Maybe it's good to listen to him, really. Maybe let's set up an independent. I don't trust the independent committee that is set up by my good friend Nad, because it will never be done. That's what, I don't know. I just think that's why it should be done. Otherwise, I would have said no. Because he's in a very thorough independent committee set up. Listen to him, not to find out why he shouldn't be punished, but why he actually did that. Then that would be useful. Those will be the things. And I'll be happy to be part of that committee, even though you know how my vote anyway. In any case, I'm only interested in knowing how he did it, why he did it, not why he shouldn't be punished. That's the type of committee that must be set up.
I see. Now, having said that, I am on your Facebook page currently. In fact, I wanted to be sure if I saw right. 2 posts on one issue. You have an issue with the EC saying they were using Coral Draw. So much so that you made 2 different posts on it.
It got me thinking. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm wondering what your issue is.
Yeah, the Coral Draw. Even in my very elementary computer, as part of my land economics course, we did computing course, so I think we did 2 years, I think. Computer science. We all did this basic programming and all of that. But even before I went to the university, I knew that Coral Draw, even now, even in advanced form, you can use it to create charts and all of that. But to combine it to give you figures that could then be translated into graphs, there's a bit of an old method of doing things. And if you don't take care, if you are handling sensitive data, you could mess it up badly. There are other tools. CSL spec. A basic Excel could have done that. Even Excel, if you don't repeat proper figures, you get garbage anyway. So the issue that she's trying to explain to people that they use Coral Draw. There's an IT department, my brother. A whole IT department has no serious person who understands how IT can be used. It's like modern IT. And then comes to give us this cantata of an explanation that, you are using Coral Draw. Even she's not even confident in the explanation she's giving. Yes, I doesn't even know what she's talking about. Of course, she's been scripted. But she's saying Coral Draw. So now we have come back to using Excel. How symbolic, how juvenile, how annoying, how really disrespectful. And these persons we have voted millions of dollars to be given to organize elections. They're telling us, daily dishing out jokes. I keep telling people that this crop of commissioners, the leadership, not the entire commission, the leadership, the frontline leadership of Jim Mensah, Sribo Kweku, that's what that guy there. I don't know what he's talking about. Anyway, And then, what's the other guy's name? The political science guy.
Dr. Bosman, sorry.
They are the most, in fact, they now wear the most incompetent cap of all public sector workers, apart from chicanery, subterfuge, and lying, of course. As I've told you several times and given you many examples of how they can operate. So this is a clear case of incompetence. These are the list of some of the things that they do that makes a whole mockery of a committee. I mean, how? How could you be saying these things to us? But she could have just kept quiet and said, look, there was a problem with the IT system, we want to fix it. I'm not encouraging you to lie. Rather than come and give you this juvenile explanation that even a basic GSS 1 student will know that this is not done. This is not just clearly not done. And then they just issued what? A press act telling people, political parties, not to let their agents monitor the vote transfer so that they can transfer 10 instead of 20, and then come and tell you that they were using Cora draw. Well, you would be very, 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 very ignorant of a party leader or agent if you allow them to give you that explanation. We should match these NC people good for boots. Anything they say, anything they do, match them properly. To think that these are the same IT people they deployed in telling you that the biometric verification machines were all dead. You see how now things are playing out? People who cannot even know the difference between CorelDRAW and Excel are able to sit on a multi-million-dollar contract, $70 million, and pass judgment for you and I to pay. And then make sure that machines were procured in 2018 and 2019 and 2016 that were perfectly working. We bundled together machines purchased as far back as 2011 and lie to the world that all these machines were dead. These are the IT people, CorelDRAW experts. Jeez. This administration, MPP administration, led one another, may be one of the most incompetent we've ever seen. But maybe at least as it is affecting everybody within that are not political. It's just we can't allow these things to go on. Really, what is this? There are smart people in Ghana.
And the other thing that I was going to draw attention to, of course, the Bank of Ghana recorded some more losses. And in their explanation, they've gone back to using losses that have been suffered by even central banks from much more advanced countries. You say they cannot make these comparisons?
They say losses occur. It depends on how the losses come about. If the losses come about as a result of deliberately bankrolling a very bankrupt administration in terms of ideas and in terms of money, what else are you doing? You're just encouraging recklessness, fiscal recklessness. Don't come and tell me that there are other losses in other countries. In any case, I should keep comparing the GDPs of those countries. And to think that those countries return sometimes surplus budgets for their own people, like I mentioned that of Singapore, I think 2018 or 2019. Singapore actually posted an average of $1,000 back to every citizen after they returned a budget surplus. When have you seen a budget surplus here? Even if it will never even come up. So what are we talking about here? They are comparing Ghana to advanced countries where, frankly, very bad economic decisions has led to almost 1 million people being put into hardcore poverty. You see the same in Switzerland, Australia, Germany, France, Canada, those countries that have been quoted there. What is this? What is this? And I don't think it's the Bank of Ghana that put out that list, by the way. Even if they've said so in the past. I'm sure, because I see some of my political friends, especially from the NDP side, trying to defend this nonsense. I mean, there may be many things for politics, but there may be certain things reserved for about politics stuff. And this is one of them,
Anyway, Mr. Cudjoe, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Please have a good day.
You too. Mr. Franklin Cudjoe is founding president IMANI Africa. Join us on the line. And of course, we're just discussing. So one thing led to the other and the other to the other. This is the Koro Draw matter.
I think what the commission did was to correct